Hey, it's Dan, and welcome to Unified Gaming. So tonight, guys, we're going to go and jump on some subclassing. You'll see in the thumbnail, I want to show you the Sorcerer. It's a sniper build. It's really, really crazy. And I just want to say a massive thanks to Tainted Lich, who's also become a member. It's really appreciated, and I hope you obviously enjoyed the content. Before we actually start the Sorcerer one, I'm going to just go on my mag Sorc that I was setting up last stream. The other one is pretty much done. I've been farming skill points all week, doing all sorts of stuff. So I will show that in probably about 10-15 minutes. And yeah, the title of the stream, as you've seen, is I love subclassing. Subclassing is really cool for PvP. As a content creator, this is like one of the best patches, in my opinion. It's giving you so much more choice than before. And the stuff you can do is like crazy. Like really, really crazy. So good fun there. So whilst we're waiting for the Battlegrounds, we're going to Imperial City and see what's going on there. This is the Magicka Sorcerer PvP build from last stream. It's the Archmage. I did update it. It is a lot better with the subclassing. And then all of the Nightblade and all that other stuff, they're going to be on the channel, like in the member section, sort of probably Monday this week. So I need to record it, but I will show you that in probably 5-10 minutes. This is red. So first and foremost, how is everyone doing tonight? Let's just get a heal going. Nice big shield, love it. Spec look at that. 18k. It's obviously. Pop. 12k, even if it doesn't crit, it's crazy. Really good. We're going to do some Battlegrounds tonight. As there's an event, I'll just queue for a few other ones. So that one there, and that one there. Dondre, I think it's pronounced. I might have really butchered that. Just tuned in on a build I'm interested in. So yeah, this is a mag Sorc, which I've updated. There's a video already on the channel. It's in the members tab, but it's going to come out tomorrow. And essentially, we're stacking max Magicka to get crazy like shields, huge damage, and on top of that, we hit really hard because of spec bow. I will though showcase on stream the Nightblade sniper, but I've actually made it into a sorcerer this time, which is way better. So it's gonna be a Sorc sniper using the Nightblade stealth, more damage than like the video that's just been posted 2 or 3 days ago, and easier to sustain. It's just, it's a better build. So I'm really excited about that. I see, oh look, there's some people over there. Let's go to arena after this zone. So we've got a continuous attack. So in about 10 minutes, we'll switch over. Just, it gives people time to find the stream. And let's see what's happening over hither. Oh, there's... You see that spec bow with an overload there? There's another one there, another street there. He's got his mates with him. Try going for the stun. Let me roll that. Oh, I went to go for the roll. They focused me there. That was a good crescent sweep. I didn't expect that. The guy has sea serpents, so he had a lot more burst. What's that yellow over there doing? He's got sea serpents on. You're just farming. Yeah, he's just farming. We're going to pop back there. I didn't expect there to be like 4 people jump out. So we'll pop back. I should have streaked off and kited. Yeah, so once that Battleground pops, or in the next 5 minutes, we'll switch to the Nightblade, because I want to show you that one, like the Sorc one, sorry. It's really, really fun. And I'll take it in here, if we're like waiting for BGs to pop. Let me see where we are with our queue. So we're queued for all 4. We'll see if this speeds it up. It's not normally this slow, to be fair. And then I will move around here. So he's got Reliquin, which hits really hard, it does. There's a lot of procs there, that is a lot of procs. It hit me with the Reliquin, so I couldn't use my... I went to go use my heals, but the blast bones defiled me. For people curious, blast bones is really, really good. This, like, with the changes, it hits very hard. You'll see it here. That's 5k non-crit. And I got hit with a 10k Dawnbreaker. That's what killed me. So that literally stripped off all of my shield. Then that hit me. And if you look at my healing, my shield is like a 7k, but that got reduced by the defile. So that's one thing you'll notice a lot more. This patch's burst is way higher than it was last patch, which for me I really like. I love like the bonus damage. So you'll notice very quickly that people are hitting you with like 2 or 3 burst skills at once. So if we go back to the one before, see like there's Crescent Sweep, that's an ult. You got Flames of Oblivion, which is like a pseudo burst skill there. That's a guards. But yeah, after this one we'll switch over to the Sorc Sniper, because that's one I want to show. And the aim of the Sorc Sniper is to play like the Nightblade one that's come up recently. So similar set, similar stuff, but because of the Sorcerer having better passives, in all honesty, for ganking, it means we get more damage. So I'll go through why it is the better option. It's also easier to play because there's less skills in the combo. Challenger says he can't find any Necromancer builds on for subclassing. Let's pop this way. What are you kind of thinking for it? Are you after like a Stam Crow or a Mag Crow or like a mix? I don't use that one too. Oh really? He literally ran there to use it. So Stam. As I'm dead. I put on corrosive. It was the corrosive that got me. I went to go for the spec bow. You'll see literally just there. I go for the spec bow, but I'll get hit with the fossilize, so the petrify. And then yeah, the spec bow like does no damage if they have corrosive on. Oh, I tried to CC that. That was Swift using Ice Comet. He's got a curtain on him. There's a spec bow on him too. He's dead. That's him dead. Love the spec bow. That's him dead. Oh, that burst there was disgusting. I can feel myself going to die here. There's too many people in the end. Literally power lash, power lash, power lash. See, a curse and spec bow is horrible. The Trias said that's very clean. Oh, if you land it together, it can literally like burst 30 odd K health. That's him dead. That was just a double heal there. I've spec bow. Oh, it didn't. Ah! Can I get the heals going? I've tried the heal spam. The toxic barrage, as soon as that's on you, unless you have stam to roll it, you're going to die. It's so nasty, this patch. Because people can stack so much more max resource, it hits way harder than before. Alright. I'll charge them 2 spec bows for this. Oh, he's literally walked in to eat the second spec bow when I went to go for the kill. He literally got that vampire guy, hit me. And I went to hit him with the spec bow. The DK, and then the vampire person walked in and took the spec bow for him. Just move around here, just put some heals on. I literally got the whole team trying to kill me. Run away, run away, run away! Let's see if I can pull them around here. That AoE healing from, I think. Who is that pink person? One of these guys is a healer. There you go. That was a line up that streak with the curse. Just gonna get some healing going on here. He's gonna come up here. They're gonna go, try and get me. Let's streak up here. Or not. Is he gonna pop down? Ah! So we've had 11 kills so far. I definitely like the burst you can see with the streak, and spec bow is really nice. It's corrosive on the ears. Wait for that to drop off. Dead. Right, where's that werewolf gone? Who's big down Oni? We are like playing the objectives as in. The other dude went down there. That's a spec bow and an overload. Do you see the damage on that Sorc back there? Honestly, spec bow with overload is like broken as hell. It hits so freaking hard. It's a really nice burst combo. I'm gonna let my mag regen. Might also use some potions that might actually help us. Tenny just said, Trio, sorry, saying that been lining up the spec bows and the streaks and stuff, so particularly the streak. Streak. He's dead. Yeah, streak's really good. If you get used to the like distance on streak, it's a really good way to get kills. There you go. Let's pop down here. Get our streak and go for a streak. There we go. Got our shield on. I ran out of stam. That's the only thing with losing Dark-Deal. Oh, I spec bow's level 4. Finally, that was really fun though. Like, it's so satisfying landing the spec bow with the streak, with the overload. For the combat metrics, so people are curious, and we will switch build now. You'll see, like in that one there, the spec bow hitting for like 8k. So you land 8k with Curse, that's 15,000 plus spammable 20,000 plus your overload, wherever that is, 6k. It's like 26k burst. It is horrible, the amount of damage. I'm going to switch though because I want to show you the Nightblade Sniper that I had, and then basically what would it look like on a Stam Sorc. So that's what this is here. So this is the Nightblade Sniper you've seen on the most recent video. This is the Sorcerer version of it. So I've tried to like color it differently so it's a bit easier for me to know, but you to know too. And the aim of the build is to keep the same kind of play style, but to have more damage. And when I did all the testing about five weeks ago, this is what I found was the best version for ganking. It hits way harder because of the passives. It has easier and just better sustain, which is awesome. Was it on that one? I don't know which one I was on. And because of that, it's more bursty. So going through briefly, like, why is this better? It comes down to the fact that we can use 2 Sorcerer skill lines. So with the way to gank, the best way to maximize damage is to stack delayed damage at once. And Crystal Weapon is by far the best way to do this. So if I buff up, as you'll see, Crystal Weapon's a 11,400 tooltip. It is really nasty. So this becomes a really good way to get bonus damage because this lasts 5 seconds. You can use this with snipe if you want. You can use it with heavy attacks. I prefer the heavy because it's easier to sustain. It's easier to play. But a light attack snipe with this still works. You cast this, then snipe, and then another spammable, and all 3 lads at once. But this is like the crux of ganking currently. It is so much more free damage than normal. The passes, in all honesty, are pretty bad. So that you don't use any of these, you only want this for the gank. So again, we'll put on our vampire toggle and a vampire buff. And then as a sorcerer, you get access to this. You get access to Sundering Soul. This is physical damage. And you also get this class mastery down here, which is like an extra 2,000 damage. So when you, like, even with just a damage buff on and no other one, it's like 9k here plus 2k, so it's 11,000. This is like one of the hardest spammables you'll get in the game. And that's with 4.5 4,700 weapon damage. So what you find is that the Sorcerer lends itself, because of the class mastery, for bonus damage. So that's a real like instant buff compared to any other class, because you have that free bit of damage on that script. The other advantage you have is the Stormcalling skill line. As a Nightblade, you don't have access to any ranged ult, in all honesty. Overload is a ranged ult. It is fantastic. Not only that, these passes are like stupidly good for ganking. Reef said, what are we up to tonight? We are on the Sorcerer Nightblade thing, so the Sorcerer Sniper. And one of the reasons why it's better than the Nightblade, even with Herald of the Tome, is because these passes and these skills are better. They're stronger overall, plus you've got a range ult. It comes down to Energized, which is a 5% damage boost, plus Amplitude. So the more health the target has, the more damage you get out of this passive. So if you attack someone at full health, you get a 10% damage boost. So this skill line gives you 5% plus 10%. That's 15% on full health targets, which is huge. Like, that's a huge amount of bonus damage. Plus you get weapon and spell damage for every skill slotted, which again, loads of free damage. So like this skill line is absolutely goated. It gives you a damage buff, which is great. It gives you a movement skill if you want. I put on Ball of Lightning because I can. I don't need it. I've got Cloak. I use Hurricane for minor expedition, but you can change this if you want for Scribe skill. Trio says crazy for the snipes. You don't even need to snipe nowadays. You just heavy attack, literally. Oh, I went to hit the wrong person. Someone walked right in front. Let me try and get this person here. Wait, up here a second. Put on my thing. I went to put on my thing. I went for the wrong person. Last bones hit me there. And then frag. That's the one thing to note, that with the heavy attack, and I did find this before on the Nightblade, in crowded fights it's really hard to land the burst. You have to be able to land it. So when like people are easy to like land 3 things at once, you can get the damage on straight away. So I'll find somebody and show you what I mean. So this guy here has 40k health, yeah? So I've gone down to 15k health from 43k on my opening salvo. So you can see that's a lot of damage. That is just literally dead. You see what I mean? Like the damage there, the guy had loads. Oh, he's got a bear. Dead. Streak away. And the fact you got streak as well, which is like, it's obscene. Streak into cloak is absolutely busted. And then if you do get low on stam, you got crystal weapon overload. So if you look at this, let me put on this one here. Dead. And this guy has loads of health. Let's just streak away. Do you got defensive rune to like get out of trouble? Gonna go for this person here. I got that one person so low with just a heavy attack, and then I hit the wrong person because there's so many people there. There's a lot of healing there. Come see how Nightblade was. Saw more OP Sorc PvP. Yeah, Sorc's like ridiculously good. Trying to get the person who's blocking them down there. So we're going to just buff up. There's a lot of healing going on there. Might need to target that healer. No, you don't. This is a big difference, by the way. I went to go for the light attack thing. I prefer this before. I definitely prefer this. The lightning willed soul I need to have a play around to see if I prefer the sustain on it. The one thing I do find awkward though with it is just the heavy attacks are a bit clunky sometimes. Like you'll find they'll land and sometimes they don't. But that's just ESO being ESO, to be honest. Look at all the healing down there. So many heals. Oh, that person's a blow up. Dead. Someone stole my kill there. So, I don't know if you saw there that I hit that guy with the overload crystal weapon because they land together. They hit so hard. Don't know if to get some ult gen going. It could be any weapon. It's just force of habit. The main reason though is also the greatsword passive heavy weapons, which I don't actually have on this build. Almost got him. Almost got him. Almost had him. Almost had him. He had 40 odd K health as well. Streak away twice. He's run. So with the heavy weapons passive. Hey. We actually have the board. I don't even know how we got that. But yeah, to Reef's question, the reason I use 2H is the greatsword passive heavy weapons gives you more damage. This is also missing a few passives, by the way. I'm missing about 15 passives, so it's not a huge amount, but it's still a little bit. Dead. Sorry, that was actually stupid, that was. So much healing in that group. Managed to get him low. Yeah, the streak, absolute game changer for it. He's like, got me the lethal arrow. He had a corrosive on, so this is why it hits so hard. The acid spray is not normally that high. Sam says, "Hey, it's Dan from Unified." Hey, you're right, mate. I'll look at my stam sustain next because I want to see if I'm running out of more mag or stam with this build. And like we could add on another damage set, by the way. We just don't need to. I don't feel. I think it's the same. But this guy's gonna blow up. I'll hit the stupid frickin' bear. That's what I mean with the heavy attack, by the way, where I was clearly looking at the guy, and then it defaults to whatever's in front. But yeah, the burst is really, really nice. Reeve said he spent 2 hours and 2 days farming and buying almost all of Darlot Bray. Darlot Bray is honestly slept upon. It is such a strong set. Because, and I've said it, I think I said it in the video as well, even if you're not like hidden, you get the regen. So as soon as I tap sneak, I get the regen. So I can be like just walking around with the eye fully open, like visible like this, yeah? It says detected, and I'm still getting the sustain. Which means if you get into the habit of just using, whenever you do your skills and you move, just push sneak. As a vampire, you get access to like no speed penalty when you sneak anyway, which is great. It also means when you come out, you get bonus damage, which is awesome. And on top of this, you also then get the extra sneak reduction. So obviously with Darlock, this 4-piece means that people find it harder to see you, which means you can get back into like sneak even quicker. So it's just like really good. It's a really good set. And I know a lot of people go with 600 regen, but you have to times it by 2 because sustains every 2 seconds. So this is 1200 regen. You compare it to like Wretched Vitality, this is like double Wretched. It is really strong. It's a really, really good set. Mate says, do I have any Necro builds? I am looking into Necro. What I've been trying to do, like with my Sorcerer, is kind of make a build that's not necessarily the most min-maxed, but that is kind of true to the class. Because it's very easy, for example, to go onto these subclassing. So if I was a Necromancer, realistically, what you would do is keep Gravelord, that's your damage one. Blastbone's fantastic. Bone Tyrant sucks, drop this. Live and Death, it's okay, you may keep this, but you're going to drop this at least. You put on Mighty Tudor, which gives you armor buff, which means you come on any other skill line with this. Probably go to the Warden, grab Animal Companions. Animal Companions gives you access to Deep Fissure, which gives you your penetration, another burst skill. It gives you 20% recovery from here. It gives you crit damage, which pairs really well with the Necromancer's passives down here. So it increases your critical chance against people at low health. This is like your pseudo execute now. So if you just have like Gravelord with Live and Death and Animal Companions, using Mighty Tudor as your monster's helmet, you can run like Wretched back bar, Rallying Cry front bar. You've got a class that plays as a Necromancer still. You've just got some of the Warden utility skills to help you out, namely the sustain ones from Animal Companions. You've got Betty Netch now, which is great. You've got all these like great passives down here. You've got Falcon Swiftness, which gives you movement, which you lack on a Necro, so this is fantastic. And you can still keep all the heals and stuff. So like, that would be like my initial go-to, because I think that's like the most optimal thing you can do. And then from that point onwards, you can obviously have a look at how do you tweak it. Uh, 11 says, most thematic Necro will probably be a bash build. I would also suggest, mates, with the thing, to Vampire Spammable. The Necromancer has really bad spammables. Like, the Skull is pointless. This is terrible. Don't use this. This is dodged all the time. The Vampire Spammable lends really well to the theme of a Necromancer, like Undeath, you know, Corrupted, that kind of like feeling. So I'd probably go Vampire Necromancer, Blastbone's back bar, Animal Companions front bar. I don't think you need one of these on the bar, do you? Oh, you do. You'd have to put this on the front bar, sorry. So this would be on the... You'd have Blastbones like as my Y skill, but on the front bar. On my back bar, then I'd have Deep Fissure here. I'd have Falcon of Swiftness where my streak is, and on the back bar, I'd then have Betty here. And that combo will give you access to 2 delayed burst skills, which you can then use. Blastbones you can spam often anyway. Trio says, so this guild mirrors, yes, but there's a few things you can tweak. I've gone for speed, and you saw in that last clip, like even with the people with 40k health, I'm bringing them down to like 10k. I'm doing like 30k burst instantly. If you look at this person here, 5373, so you're looking 12,6 plus that, so it's about 17,000, 22,000. Plus the Sunrin Soul, 24,000 burst, and the fire 26,000 burst. That open and heavy attack combo is 26,000 burst. Huge amount of damage. If you did it with Overload, Overload can proc with Crystal Weapon. So you get like a 3-8 plus the 4-7, so it's like 7,000 there with the light attack. The glyph procking, so like 10k. Just doing like light attack, Crystal Weapon. It is so much follow-up damage if you need. So you can do it against tanky players and just spam Overload. This charges to 500, which means you, against anybody tanky, spam this 15, 20 times in a row, they're going to die. Like, it's really hard to stay alive when someone does that to you. I am thinking about changing this to streak. There were a few times in that match where, as I was moving around, the tanker people were like holding block, whereas if I could just streak through them and stun them, I would have got the kill. So I am considering this being streak, but this is really good to get away to stop range attacks hitting you. So I need to like play with both, see what I prefer. Right, we're gonna put on our buffs. No, that guy's obviously put the shield on, which I don't blame him. So, literally had two of them. I literally had two meteors from two different people. I didn't expect to hit with meteor twice. The first one I escaped. The second one I kind of got half of the way and then Reef was awesome. Tried Windspawn with the Frost Scribe skill. I did with the Sniper. The Frost Glyph doesn't proc Windspawn, but the Chilling Soul does. When I did test it, though, it wasn't as good. Dead. That's that healer gone. My defensive ring got him. Addison says, is this better? Yes. This is better than Nightblade Sniper. Bye bye, werewolf. Because you can do stuff like that. So that's where I mean the heavy attack goes funny. You can have one of those instead. And just let my resources regen. The mobility is amazing. Eli says, I love the mobility. It's so good because you've got this speed of like Swift, which you've got 3 of those on, plus Streak. Dead. Ah, I love it. Oh, this poor guy. Let's give him a gift round here. I'll give him an overload. Oh, he's gone that way. There you go. Defensive room for the win. Do you literally see, you see when I say defensive rune saves your life? That's literally what I mean. I mean, he didn't even have time to see his life. You know that when your life flashes before your eyes, he didn't get that, did he? I went to go for the kill on the Sorc. He got healed with a look at the healer. They had 37k health. I was getting greedy, to be fair. 37k health is quite a lot. Still using Shattered. Shattered, it was better than Procs. But I tested, for people curious, Tarnished Nightbear, Winterborn, Shattered Fate, Oak Fathers. Is there one of those? Oh, there's an alt one. Let's go grab the alt one. I want 500 alt. I'll take that. Ah, 500 alt with Crisp Weapon. Ah, he got away. That's him dead. You can see the damage though to that person. Dead. Even with bubble one. He's on a bash build, he is. There we go. Is the amount of burst that you have, like, because you can sink so much damage at once, it's so nasty, the amount of damage that lands on somebody. I do really want to see what it's like with one of these red sigils. You know, the damage ones, that'd be like glorious. But you can see my sustain's really good. I might drop some speed though and get a bit more damage. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, that werewolf hit so freaking hard. That hit me so hard. 24k. Yeah, I didn't expect to be hit for almost my entire health bar with one skill. That was a big hit from that werewolf. Goodbye. Oh, hit the wrong person, got away. He can go. But let's just streak away. They're gonna follow me? Nope. Let's just get away from that werewolf. The movement's bit like with streak, fantastic, isn't it? I'm trying to charge a heavy attack. You can see me like holding the trigger, but apparently not. Don't know what happened there. I think I was locked in the overload still. Dead. That's literally disgusting, isn't it? The amount of damage you have. More speed. I'll take that. More speed. Meow. I tried to go for the CC break and streak. That was a good meteor. 13k. That was really, really good meteor. Let's go get that Sorc. I've had 15 kills so far. There he is. No. I couldn't say Z-break with like so much health. I had like almost 5k stam, couldn't see Z-break. That was depressing. I can't wait till I get all the passives in this. I'll show you some of the stuff I'm missing. You'll probably laugh. That's that guy dead. Dead. There's a defensive room going anyway. This guy's got no chance. So my heavy attack didn't fire then. Good old defensive rune. Yay for cloak. they coming? I think they're all coming for me. Yeah, they're all coming. By the way, if you sit with cloak and you sit on your back bar, you can stay in like this forever. There's so much healing from this person here. Let me try and just get away, thank you. I was so trying to give it that healer. That healer constantly, he's got so much healing. He just literally taken away with his... There he is, there he is. 1.2 million healing. You can see why I was focusing there, because literally... This guy is... dead. That's just... Oh, I went to go through him, 21 kills. I'll take that. That's not a bad little first go, is it? Just checking with chat. Reef asked a while back about the passives. So obviously I'm missing the Herald of the Tome proc. Which is cool. The Herald of the Tome was nice, but at the same time, I didn't think it's not as good as the Sorc passives. So like when I was testing, I was hitting consistently harder because of amplitude. This is huge burst. And you add in this as well. This is just like so much free damage. It's ridiculous. And again, 300 weapon and spell damage is huge. Because that applies to your base, which then goes into everything. So if we look here, 4,700 weapon damage is loads with 16k pen. It's a lot of damage. And then Trios is just saying, well, obviously, this is very slippery. The axe is huge with this build because the axe gets buffed by the percent boosts. So obviously, if you hit them with full health, you get a 10% boost on your axe, which, if you look at the... let me buff up quickly. There we go. So the axe is 11k. So getting an extra 10% on that is quite a bit more damage, especially if it crits. Because it's like 10% on the crit, which is pretty big. Eloy was saying being like a one-man army. You literally you just going around, you're just absolutely blowing people up. Like, even tankier players, you can see they have to panic because the burst is so high. So I will make a build video for this. I want to check my sustain though. So let's go to, is it combat log? Is it, and I think it's, which way is it? There's a way to check your sustain. I always forget where it is. Is it fight stats? Here it is. There's a nice little graph that you can get for it. I always forget where the, there it is. Base regen, consumption. So I'm not using a lot because I'm getting so much back from Darlock. I feel like the advantage of the stand maul for this one is that it procs Minor Breach because it procs Saundered. So it doesn't proc all the time, but when it does proc, it's free damage. So let me see if I can find it, like an example of it. Let's go to, is it combat log? See you, Lich. And cheers for the support, mate. I want to see if I can find where, like an example where Sunder did proc. It doesn't always proc. There it is. That wasn't too hard. One go. It doesn't proc a lot, but it does proc now and again. So if it does proc, it's just free damage. There it is again. So the one thing to note with the skills, if you look at my stuff, I'm missing passives. So like my weapon is still level 34. Like this is not leveled up. So I'm missing all that stuff there. I don't have any passives here to increase my healing. So I should have heavy weapons, but I don't have skill points. So like this would buff my healing on the back bar, give me more healing power, which would be really helpful for what I need. So that'd be quite useful. I have no light armor passives. I'm missing most of my heavy armor passives. Got my medium, thankfully. So you can just see, like, it's very bare bones. But like getting that combat frenzy, that'll be a huge boost because every time you kill someone, that's like a free overload. It's a massive amount of bonus damage. So even like with all that stuff missing, we still hit very, very hard, as you see. Jay says, is this current subclass mix or your last one with Arcanist? This is a different one. This is the one that I made on stream. Must have been about 5-6 weeks ago when subclassing came out. This is stronger in my opinion. The reason that I didn't make this video first is because I had to still level the stuff up. I've been farming the past week on just getting skill points, leveling up the skills. I race changed this. I bought the Mage Guild skill line from Crown Store. I bought the City Order skill line from the Crown Store. I had to buy some scripts with gold. So it took a lot of investment to get the build set up just because I didn't have a spare sorcerer with the right race. And I didn't want to change my mag Sorc that I like to be a gank build. So this is stronger, it hits harder, it moves quicker, you got way better mobility. Like, I don't know if you saw the last match, but we could just move around so much quicker, especially if we get pressured. On the soul, I am using Saundering, so physical damage, class mastery, and breach. If you don't have class mastery, you can change this for lingering torment. It is less damage. That's just, or you can go down to the Fighters Guild and use Silver Bolts. If you use Silver Bolts, don't morph it, because it sounds stupid, but when you morph the skill to the Silver Shards, it is an AoE skill. And what that means is you don't get the bonus from your CP. So you'll see with our CP, we have like single target and direct damage. Silver Shards is an AoE skill, so you actually need this one down here for it. This is a great map for what we want to do. They're very, very fast here too. Dead. He stole my kill. Oh, he's got stupid spell wall on. Should go off in a second. There you go. He tried running away. I was like, no, you're not running away from that. Okay, let's sit on our back bar. Is there a damage buff up here? I really want to see this with a damage buff. Like, I really want to go how hard, because it hits hard without a damage buff. So getting that red sword thing. This guy's gonna melt. There you go. Oh. Let's go for this person here. Dead. You can't heal. No healing. Ah, almost got him. This one's gonna die. There you go. Let's put on a damage buff. That might actually help. Not even sure how that went over there, but okay. Did you see that? I clearly aimed for this person here. That's the mean, isn't it? Let's see if someone drops down. Oh, this person here. Oh, he's got corrosive on. You can tell when you hit someone for the same number each time. Yeah, you can have one of these guys. Yeah, have one of these. Yep. And you can have one of these too. There you go. Yep. Just gonna get some sustain going. Dead. Dead. Oh, nope. Let's go away from that. Yay for streak. I absolutely love streak. We've had 11 kills so far. He hasn't healed, so he's gonna die. He can have an overload. Yeah. They have a heavy attack. Put my defensive rune in case someone tries to kill me. I'm low on resource. Oh, let's see, I've got 5k Sam! Let's just get into our sneak. And then we're going to sit here. This is one of the powers of Dalek, by the way. Look at this. You can literally sit here. Because you've got enough regen, you can basically never come out of cloak. Ah, oh, Nightblade. Let's pop back into stealth. And we'll get our healing back. That's him dead. Let's just get one of those, thank you. Ah, I got him. Got him. 22 kills straight so far. Let's just get some resources back. We're a bit low on sustain. They got me. We had 23 kills. That was a good little run. Yeah, if you've got like less than say 28k health, you'll won it. You literally have very little time to react. And if you've got 30k health, if you get hit with a stun, you're dead. As you've like seen time and time again. So we'll find somebody who'll show it again. That Louis. Yeah, 23 to 1. Hey, level 35 bow. We can get another passive that actually might help us. But yeah, I feel having like used both, I think this is a stronger build than the other one. It hits harder, it moves quicker, you got better skills. What do you guys think? Do you think this is better than the other one or not? And then we will get some more skill points because I want to get this. This is like again more crit, or if they're low, like near us, it's more damage done against them, which is again like 3 damage is great. This is combat metrics for people curious. So we were hitting like really hard, 7k, 7k, 9k. 8.5k, 6.8k. Addison says it looks better for sure. The question is, should we go streak or ball of lightning? Ball of lightning has the advantage of if they hit you with range attacks, they get absorbed, so you don't get hit by those, so it's really good to escape. Streak has the advantage of you can use it to stun people, both offensively and defensively. So do we use streak or ball of lightning? And one second, making a poll. There's a poll. Addison says, do you need all the two-handed passives? No. So what I've done on this, and I've gone through and been very tactful with the skill points. So in the two-handed ones, in all honesty, all you need is heavy weapons. The heavy weapon passive here gives you more weapon and spell damage. Your higher weapon and spell damage equals more healing. So like if you just put my damage buff there, you can see that's gone up by another 2,200 roughly. And so obviously having this bonus damage here, even more healing. I have been asked before, what about a restoration staff? So I'll go into the BG and I'll explain why I don't use the restoration staff, because there is a reason for it. The Trias says having this stun is always nice. I think, yeah, the CCs, there's been times where I wanted to get the kill and I've not had the CC to like lock him in place. Like I've got defensive room, which is great as a don't attack me basically. It's really, really good. But having an offensive stun would be quite nice. To the restoration staff bit, so you could use any battle bar weapon set in all honesty, because we don't use any skill lines from there. The restoration staff, it says you gain major mending after completing a fully charged heavy attack, increasing healing done with the restoration staff equipped. You also heal yourself or an ally, so this doesn't help us at all. Increases your healing by 8% on allies under 30% health. Now this is a nice one, and you have to have the rest one, so this is the only good thing here. Fully charged heavies gives you more sustain. This is more mag if you block. And increased healing restoration staff spells. So this passive here does give you more healing power. What I need to test personally, and I haven't done it, is this worth more or less than heavy weapons? Add in the fact that the two-handed weapons also give you more weapon damage than a staff. So if I compare this to like this is 1332. This is like 1108, and that's not going to be just a quality difference there. That's going to be a big difference, because two-handed weapons give you like an extra 100, roughly 150, compared to staves. I tried to CC breaking. Did CC break? I think it was a dark convergence, like snares. That snares you like loads. That does. It's horrible. Dead. They definitely have healers in that group. I would like to be able to move sometime. That'd be great. Yeah, how much healing they got in there? Feels like they got a lot. Yeah, 160 or 170. So I'll move around here, I am. Almost got the guy at the back. Okay, got him. This is the build I've been working on, Sorc bow build. Yeah, Sorc's amazing. I made this on PTS like 5 weeks ago. It is really good. It hits super hard. It's very mobile. Goodbye. It's just mean, that, isn't it? Goodbye. Goodbye. This, you literally feel like a proper sniper up here. No way. Oh, we can be such a douche here. Yeah, that needs nerfing. Like, I'm surprised they left me up here as long as they have. If you saw someone doing this, you'd go up there straight away. No, he came, to be fair, he came. No. No, you can't escape that. Let's get some healing going. Oh, the axe went in the wrong direction. Oh, no, 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 I don't want it. I don't want the ball. I don't want the ball. Here, here, have the ball. I'm too busy sniping. We don't have cloak. We can't cloak with the ball. Oh, this is like a death sentence for us. We're kidding, people. And we got the ball. I did not want the ball. I wanted to get rid of this. How are you critting so much? The passives, like how it's all synergized, so we have like really high crit chance. Because of the Nightblade Cloak, when you use it, you get a guaranteed crit, and all of our damage lands at once. Dead. Let's sneak around. Dead. No. Ah! They got me, they got me, got me. Okay, and he says, I'm running the Nightblade version, not seeing as many crits. The Sorc one's better. That's basically why. I think the crit chance should be similar. So it gets our... If I can get some healing going, that'd be wonderful. Let's put on some heals. Thank you. They got me. It's all the AoE spam. Never had 22 kills so far. That's still pretty decent. The crit chance is 27%. You got a lot of like passives on the bow, which we don't actually have. I'll jump into Cyrodiil after. He's on an auto block build, he has. Yeah, the damage you get is like really nice. They're like loving to sit in that little group, aren't they? Out of stam. Have you tried the shift giggles to charge up with a heavy and poison injection? The poison injection got a massive nerf about 1.5 years ago. It's not really good for like this playstyle. This playstyle is aiming to try and like kill people as quick as you can. Poison injection doesn't do that anymore. Most of the damage is on the dot. Almost had him. Did push my hill. Dead. So get some healing going. How was damn? I got too greedy. I've had 32 kills though, so I'm not going to complain about that really, are we? Is there a way to make an absolute bang out of an Arcanist base class? It depends what you're after, Jay. Because the Arcanist has some good stuff going for it. Let me charge my weapon quickly. It's in that damage. So if you're after like a brawler, you got more options because the defense line's pretty decent actually. I went to try to go for the little jump shot. Didn't get it. Good burst. There's some good damage there. There's some good damage. People are saying go with streak. Yeah, streak. Let's change it to streak. And then what we'll do is we'll hop into Cyrodiil. This mount though is incredibly slow. So, like look, this is its speed. So yeah. But yeah, we'll go into Cyrodiil. You want to make a bursty one. So for the Arcanist, let me just change my morph quick before I forget. Storm calling. Bang. Yeah, so for the Arcanist, or if you look at the like base class, you have Herald of the Tome, which doesn't have any burst skill, which means this is a really difficult skill line to use for like damage. The only way you get damage is if you go with Abyssal Impact and go with Tentacular Dread, which basically makes it like Deep Fissure. You charge up 3 Crux, then you hit really hard. Charge up 3 Crux, hit really hard. The problem is you need a Crux generator. So you then have to either use Scribing and use Past Mastery of like Wield Soul, or use Rune Blades. The Tome Bearer's Inspiration is really good for like passive sustain. These passives are good, but the actual skill line lacks a good, like a reliable burst skill that's delayed. So like think of Deep Fissure, think of Blast Bones. They're like, you know, S-class, S-tier burst skills because you put them on and you can land something else with them. Whereas with Tentacular Dread, you can't do that. So for that reason, Jay, I wouldn't rush to get one of these, personally. The Soldier of Apocrypha, it has decent armor buffs. It also has runic defense, which is really good because it's basically like a delayed heal. So if you're worried about being killed, it's quite good because you can put this on, you get a sort of pseudo burst heal when you're below half health, so it's pretty nice. You can also get where it gives you like CC protection too. So again, there's another way to get bonus CC protection. The Rune of the Eldritch Horror gives you a stun. So it becomes Rune of the Colorless Pool. So this skill line for like a PvP build, you'd get armor buff, stun. Okay passives. The heal line, Rune Mend is basically a burst heal, but it's like 3 small ones at once. But when you actually total up the total value of the heal, it is like the same as Honor the Dead. So if you're trying to make an Arcanist, I would go either with Apocrypha or Curative Rune Forms and then change the other 2 skill lines to be better. The Warden has brilliant sustain ones. So like Animal Companions is a great skill line. You got penetration, you've got movement speed, you've got damage buff. You've got all these good passives here. So something like Animal Companions with the Arcanist Curative Rune Forms will give you access to your healing and your damage. You just need a defense line. Now you either go with Mighty Student, which is one option, and then you can use another damage line. And then I might recommend something like Sorcerer Summoning, because what this will give you is Conjured Ward, so Hardened Ward, Big Shield. You'd then have Curse, which is another delayed skill. So you could then land Curse, Deep Fissure, Vampire Spammable. That's a lot of damage that's all delayed. You can line up really nicely. The Bound Armor gives you Bound Ages, which is more max resource. And then you could then run something like Necropotence or Crafty Alpha and do a max mag build. So stacking the max Magicka, you'll get decent damage out of this. And you would have decent healing because all the heals scale with max resource really well. So that's what I would probably try. I've not tested it, but that's like my initial thoughts. And it's similar to what I do on my Warden currently, which I've not shown yet. We are still waiting there for ages. That's a long, long queue, and that is dead. Okay, we'll queue for Battlegrounds whilst we're waiting. But yeah, we will see if we can get into maybe IC and see if there's people there. But that might give you some ideas, Jay, of what to do. It's what I've done on my magical warden. It's worked really well. You've got like a massive shield. I think my shield on the warden is like 15,000. It is obscene. You've got really good delayed burst combos with Curse and Deep Fissure. They land really nicely. Any spamble with that and Dawnbreaker is like a 1-8 kill. You land all that at once. Obviously, I know you've got to get like all those stars to align, but it's still a really good option. We are. Hey, let's see if we can find some people around here then. Oh, he's got a detect potion on. I hate that you can never see the detect potion. Let's release. We'll go back here. Oh, and put it down here. I reckon I would have bursted him if I got the jump on him. We'll just heal up quickly. There we go. So we're now good to go. So we're going to look for somebody. So we move pretty quick, considering. Like, it's not the fastest one compared to the... But we've stacked the damage. So it's always worth like checking if there's anybody nearby, but that looks like a no. We're going to go around that way then. And then yeah, we'll find someone to like burst, so I can show you like what it does in IC. The damage is like nasty, like really, really nasty. Just obviously on a gank build, you're always like vulnerable yourself. Oh, almost had him. He had 32k health as well. I've got a streak and I forgot I had a streak. I tried to. Oh, got so greedy for the kill. Got so greedy for the kill. That shattering rocks. He's fighting that person there. Stupid pet. He rolled really well, didn't he? That Warden. I got so much stam. Like I need to work out what my stam like break free costs so much. Let me get my resources back. And then we'll push back up. Right. So there's a group there, which means they've got heals. Literally got him so close to dying. But so literally had like 30k health and I almost had him in 30k. They are literally looking for me, aren't they? That's all it takes. Is if someone's got a little bit of cross healing or healing on him. Dead. Yeah, that's 32k health there, dead. He's in the Matrix, isn't he? I saw the, I think it looks like reflective light. And when I saw that, I thought it was a player. That's why I ran. Because I was like, I had no sustain at that point. I killed the guy. That cross heals. Oh, hate cross heals so much. Just rebuff up. He's rolled loads. He has. No, they got with the tet. Ah, they got. You can see literally just that tiny bit of healing makes a huge difference to trying to get a kill or not. That DK is very tanky though. Very, very tanky. How are we doing for our Cyrodiil queue? Let's have a look. 10th. I want to go in Cyrodiil just to show like how it does in Cyrodiil as well. Yeah, I'm hoping like once I get these final few passives, I'll then have a bit more damage because I'm missing a few things. Oh, my defense rune saved my life. Literally, that defensive rune. Oh, absolutely love it. Such a good skill. That's his mate dead. Oh, no, he's got good with the Soul Tether. Got with the Soul Tether. There was 13k. You saw his little Nightblade dude we blew up. The only thing I don't like with this is the heavy attacks are just really clunky. And that's just ESO. Like with a skill, because you can point and push a skill, it works. Like it locks on. Oh, that's unfortunate. Literally, Cloak's so busted. To be able to do this with Dial Up Bray. Yeah, Dial Up Bray on the back bar lets you do this kind of bullshit. Like, this is bullshit, I'm not gonna lie. To be able to just sit there in Cloak forever. And then when you're ready to go, you go, yeah, I'm good to go now. Pink Panther theme starts. I was literally gonna get him as well. Now, if I go through, I'm going to be there. So be whoever gets the quicker load screen. Right, so I can buff up in stealth whilst I'm sneak around, which is good. So we're going to find somebody. See how long it takes for the heavy attack to charge. That's the only problem. We'll find somebody. We'll find somebody. They're not ours. They're guards. We just pop that sustain. But, like, this is a really, like, it sounds silly, but it's quite a fun way to play because it's just like sneaking around. As soon as you find somebody, can you jump them? Like, completely cowardly. I'm not gonna lie, but it is really fun. Where did that Nightblade go? I'm going to go for this pass in the back. It's gone for a vampire ult. Ah! Oh, couldn't turn it, couldn't turn it. Silver's got me. Let's go into Cyrodiil, because I don't want to miss that. Hey, we're in Cyrodiil, so this would be good. Our food's been off for a little while, I guess. I didn't realise that. So I feel like we're like right on the edge of our sustain limit. We'll pop down here. I don't think I have the reach passive, do I? Which would be not ideal. No, I do not. Oh, that's a good point. Alright, well that's a start, I guess. This is what I mean about missing passives. Let's pop down to Fargle. I think it's Fargle, isn't it? Yeah, it is. My mount is really slow, guys. I'm going to apologise now. So you can see like what the burst is like though. The damage is high. It hits hard. If people use Rallying Cry, it's going to be hard because that's a really good way to counter burst. Like one of the best counters. But with like how much penetration we have, we still got a good chance of killing people. And like if you sync this with a friend, it's even worse. What's the bet that when we get there, the keep would have flipped back, and then we won't be able to go inside or anything. Yeah, this mount is awful, isn't it? This mount's so bad. For people curious, by the way, if you want a bit more damage, we use 3 Swift. So if you put it down here, we've got 3 Swift, which you could, in all honesty, change them for 3 Infused. You do hit harder. It is like noticeable. So there's times where we're fighting that. I think it was Etienne guy who was that DK, and we got him to like, he had 31k health almost, and we got him down to like 500 health quite a few times. Like having one of those infused would have got the kill. I just prefer the speed personally, but that's a choice for you. Okay, there's a red down here. Few reds. They're going to go to the mine, aren't they? Dead. Ah, got it. See? 31k off. Does kill people. That was a nice clean gank, that was. Ah, there's 2 of them. I thought there's 1. I didn't know there was a second. The gank was nice and clean. I got greedy. They're going to go for a res, no, they're not. Is there a camp? Okay, we've got a bit of a ride down. Yeah, 31.6k. See, you found a goblin. You always find that people just roll. What I often do if I'm on the melee build, so there's like a melee gank that I use, you can do it with a bow too. So like you normally do like this, light attack skill, yeah? If you hold it for just a split second and then do it, so just a little bit extra, what happens is that still catches them because they roll and you catch them when they finish the roll before they do a second roll most of the time. So you'll see when I execute people on the shadow build, which is like the melee Nightblade, I do that with the melee skills and you get kills a lot more often because people try the roll in between your like roll spam basically, and you normally catch them between the like rolls. I saw a body. I don't know if that was friendly or not. So I think it was friendly. Put on our defensive rune. I absolutely love this skill, by the way. This skill is like ridiculous. It's so freaking good. To be able to have like a 2-minute anti, when it's 2 minutes when it's fully leveled up, but a 2-minute counter stun is obscene. Because on the gank build, you've got basically the best gank skill, Crystal Weapon, followed by the best defensive for a gank, because it's a counter stun that lasts ages on you. It's ridiculously busted as a combo. Yeah, I think that was a friendly. So we're gonna go down to the mine, because that's where they clearly were. Oh, my mount is so bad. It is so bad. But no, that little gank was very, very clean. My mount, however, is absolutely garbage. Look how slow this thing is. So I am having a little look around, as you can tell, just to see if there's anybody around who may have sinister thoughts. Okay, I'm going to go rebuff up. So the fact that he is... Oh, is that ours? I wasn't sure if that was ours, and I just saw a massive group of people come. But there's nobody here. I don't really care about the resource, to be honest. I will try and get some credit to get the continuous attack. Hold block if you go on a flag, just a little tip. Amount of times you get bombed, there you go. So just by holding block, he couldn't blow me up. It makes a big difference. It makes a massive difference just holding block. I didn't get behind him. I need to get behind him for the stun. Dead. Okay. So yellow. I don't have the speed to chase him. Yeah, he is gone. He's gone. We're not going to get him anytime soon, are we? The streak was quite nice then, because I could hit him and then go with the streak. I think somebody else got the final hit on him, but it was like, it made a big difference. Goodbye. That's just so much burst. Is literally he's literally just dodge. Yeah, I'm gonna. That's wasting my time. That is. Because we can see the burst. He's setting this AoE hill, the armor AoE. I will wait though for him, just because I spent enough time now. There you go. The farm's under attack, so I guess that's positive. That's a guard up there. We got a continuous. Dead. I love the streaks. I like streak. I think that's a good addition. The speed, like sneaking around, moving fast, streaking, cloaking, it's really fun. Let's go towards the farm. Just the burst of the overload and the crystal weapon and that stuff, just horrible, absolutely horrible when it hits you. So we're gonna go around towards a farm. If there's anybody this way. Eloy says love the build. I will make a video on this probably tomorrow, and then I'll put it in the early access part, and it'll be like probably out next week for everybody else. And I will put like a gameplay clips to go with it, because it hits hard. It is a lot of fun. It is really fun watching people blow up. Are there going to be yellows at the farm? That's what we need to wonder. Oh, I see some reds going. That's a good sign. We've got somebody that we can fight then there. Oh, see, do you see the heavy that did not fire? That happens a few times. Dead. Okay, that. Ah, they have Hurricane. That was a good gank on that Clark dude, though. That hit so hard. He had full health as well, didn't he? Full health buffed. What do you think he's... I think he must have been... Because he had Hurricane on, so he had his Major Resolve on. And if he's a Sorc, he's going to have bound armaments, which would be like Minor Resolve. But that was like a nice little gank there as well against that guy. Literally 30k health blew up. We're going to go back to the farm because... I know, like, for my old snipe builds, 30k health was always, like, too much. No, it was always about 25k. Now this feels like it's actually possible. I can't CC break. I'd love to CC break. Couldn't CC break. All the guards, guys. So many guards. So many guards. I'll respawn. We'll come back up here. And like they're like obviously you can see decent builds, and like we are doing a lot of damage to them. So you imagine that people who don't have a proper build, it's going to be stupid. We will go up. On our hills. There's probably one of them in a tower still. Oh, I thought I was waiting for him to go. They're going to respawn that. I think that's the last of them, isn't it? Yeah, they've gone. We could go down. Let's go down to Black because there's going to be people defending that scroll, isn't there? We've got a bit of continuous attack. What's our damage with continuous? It's only level 1, by the way, our continuous. Yeah, almost 5k, that's pretty good. With our CP and stuff, let's just buff up quickly. What do we have? 11.6, 11.6, 4.5. 10k, that's pretty good tooltips. Yeah, I think I'm going to end the poll on the streak bit because I think the streak is better. Having used it a little bit, I prefer it. The question is, do you think we need to drop sustain up or not? Because we have no sustained food, so all of our mundus is pen. Our regens are like really low, but that's just base stuff. We have no sustain built into like the glyphs or anything. So they, like, do we basically put more magic and more stamina, or not? Do you think that we're hurting for stam is kind of what I'm getting at? So the question is, do you think we should stack more, take some of our magicka out, which we have obviously a lot of, yeah? And the higher the max magicka, the higher the max resource, the more damage we have? Or do you think, and if we did that, we get a bit more stam so we can CC break a little bit more, move a little bit easier? Or do we keep the magicka as it is? And obviously the more mag we have, the more damage we do. Because I feel like I've got the damage like just on that cusp of 30k burst. So like anybody with around 30,000 health, we've got a really good chance of killing. But I'm also mindful that if we change it, we might then lose that 30k window. And it is quite nice being able to like go, oh, that's a player I could probably kill or got a good chance of. Whereas before, if there were 30k health, you just wanted to move on. It wasn't worth your time. Where did that Nightblade go? This way I put defensive rune on. It's like a really good counter if you get stunned. Quite a few people are in there. But there's nobody trying to do the sneaky kill from behind. Dead. Yeah. Oh, there's people over here trying to, like... Oh, we're going to ruin their fun. They got Rush of Agony, so we got to be careful. That is a group... Was that 50k elf? Go ahead. Winnie. Curious to see who the Emp is. Is there an Emp? No Emp. Okay, he's just sort of 50k off. Because apparently that's a thing. That went really weird there, didn't it? Yeah, there's definitely, like, you can see with the heavy attacks, they are a bit funky at times, as you've probably noticed. I'm just going to get our resources back quickly. Oh. Ah, that was a nice burst there. That was streak doing its work there. Oh, he's on a block thing, he is. Dead. Yeah, streak's really good. That was a really good change. Oh, don't want to get in the siege. And my cat's scratching my radiator because that's the thing he does. So that's going to be a little while. Eli was saying about having... Obviously having the higher damage, you can stay in the fight longer. But the damage means you can obviously get yourself caught out, I guess. Because you're... So like... He was so kind of tired. They literally chased him down, didn't they? So we've all been there where like you're running around and you get like 15 people chase you. I imagine this will be open soon. Yeah, that's only 14%. We're gonna try and streak, and like again, like we've got streak, so we can literally teleport straight into the keep, which is obviously going to be a huge advantage. If you message me on Discord, I can obviously put a thing in like the members chat. I'll try and put a superstar up after the stream, like for people curious as well. Oh, he died. Oh. That stupid ledge. Sorry, that guy was very low level. That's very mean. I got him. Okay. Cheers for the support, Trias. That's really generous of you. Like with the build will be like public for everyone. I just like to put it early for like members because that way they can see it, set it up quicker. But also, it gives me time to test it further. Oh, yellows. Ah! Blew him up. He had full health, he had 30k health. He literally had 30k health. I don't think I've reached that far. I can't reach that far. It's so annoying. Dodge. The damage is like so good. I absolutely love this thing. This is going to get nerfed. Let me get out of that, thank you. See, Streak literally saves your life. Like, you've got so many escape skills as a Sorc. You've got like Streak, you've got Defensive Rune, you've got Cloak. It's ridiculous. I've got quite a lot of overload left, so we could probably get some kills up here if we use this right. Is it they've got so much cross in him, but I'm determined to get a kill. Ah, no, Rush of Agony. Agony got it. There it is. Rush of Agony is annoying. We got the keep, so we can come back. What I want to work on next is like a counter to that kind of group. That is something I don't know if is possible. That was cool, that big yellow thing. But I would like to see if I can try and make something that can do that. Yeah, so my idea is to try the elemental explosion, which I've used before as a build. And that's apparently a thing. He got stuck on the wall. And that poor yellow just got out of the camp. Oh yeah, it was mean what we did. Absolutely mean. Let's go up there. Let's get that scroll too. want to get the skill point at least. I'm desperate for skill points. But I think it's safe to say that this does work in Cyrodiil. And like, even against like good players, it still hits hard. He's actually used his spell, his ult he has. He's run off. That's half his health bar. That was literally 18k I think it was. But we're not going to be playing chase that person round over there. That's not sensible. Because he's got Ball of Lightning, it means each time he like streaks, we will not be able to land it on him. Almost had him. You can see how much. Literally, he had like full health. He's dead. Let's sneak up and say hi to him again. Takes so long to get the heavy off. Yeah, the double streak's awesome. Good way to get away from like danger. Now we need to get rid of these guards. These guards can keep pulling us out of stealth. Did you feel like these are like players sometimes? Look how tanky they are. So let's attack him to death. Odin says he's been shredding people with a bow blade. So much fun. Oh, yes, ridiculous. This is like the update to it. This is like more damage, more mobility. It's actually stupid. So we're going to move around and see if we can find somebody on these lovely travels down here. But yeah, the streak, like the bow build is just really, really good. Are you using the Sorc Odin, or are you using the like Nightblade Arcanist combo? You need subscribing to unlock it to finish it. You can use the Restoration Staff, Blessing and Protection, and then you can use Silver Bolts as like an alternative. Oh, they got the scroll. But are there people following them? Are there any yellows left up here? And more importantly, is that Sky Shard? There it is. Yeah, I've been leveling the Sorc like all week. It takes ages. It's the skill points. The actual like getting them 1 to 50 is pretty quick. Getting the skill points though, that takes forever. Oh, there's a yellow. Dead. Just see. At least you're 30k health. Come back. Come on. Come on. Come on, Mr. Bear. He managed to get some blocks in, which was good for him. Put on defensive room. There you go. Literally. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. That's him dead. Oh, no. Streakway. Ah, I got so far with this. The beam. Freaking Jesus beam got me. There it was. Do you have a camp? Oh, we could get a res. Do you think we'll get a res? I don't think they're going to see us. That's going to be... Look, I'm over here. Go on. Go on, Nicoletta. Go on, we believe in you. She did it. I tried getting the kill as well when I got up because I was greedy. I should probably let my resources get back up first. Let's sit here and get some sustain. This is, yeah. Not Wrath. I don't use Wrath. I use Shattered Fate. Shattered Fate is way better. Oh, he's doing a similar thing. But he doesn't. See, it's like that, mate. There you go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. I was wanting to whisper him, I did. He looked like he's doing the same thing that I was doing. Now let's just sneak around. Dead. Let's go up here nicely. There we go. Up we go. Up we go. Let's hide up here. Let's go for this nut blade here. They're gonna try and get up here, aren't they? Yeah, cloak is so good. I was meant for 17 pen. Yeah, I think I got about 16k on this. Dead. I got for a CC break. Look at me with the meteor. Oh, this is good fun though, this is. Yeah, the 17k pen is like ridiculous. Yeah, with this, with the scribing, obviously you get the 16k pen, but you also get the major breach as well, which is like another 6k. So we have like 22,000 penetration, which means we hit very, very hard. The problem with doing that is you can't get a mythic on, and the mythic is really good, like really, really, really good. Let's pop back there because that's good fun over there. I think you need a backbar damage set if you want to use the mythic and the monster set. Now the other option, I need to test it a little bit more, but I don't think it's as good. It's something like Arc and Scoria Monster Piece. So if you did like the Valken Square monster piece with the another 1-piece penetration, so that'd be 2 pieces pen like on the monster set. You then use Tarnished Nightmare. I didn't even get the other skill on him. That's almost his health bar, God. Is he gonna come? Let's go that way. Go get him. I hate block bills. He's on a healer. They don't. So what I'm going to do, it sounds really, I'm going to charge up my ult. I am. Couldn't see Z break them. Let's. Ah. So many other. It's a haunting curse that got me. Healers are annoying as hell. That's so annoying. You're looking at Tarnish when it protted had 16k tooltip. Yeah, Tarnish is nuts. The problem is the axe is better. The axe hits harder. And it allows you to then run 2 full 5 pieces, so you get much more damage. Dead. Okay. Yeah, the axe hits so hard. It's more than Tarnished. And the thing is, the axe lands on the burst combo, whereas Tarnish is like a slight delay. Oh, there's a good amount of damage there. Let's get a streak away and then get a. We managed to escape, so that's good. Every cloud day. Yeah, I did try, by the way, Odin doing like it was the Valken Scorer, the 2 1-piece monster sets with Tarnish front bar and Shattered Fate on the body. It was less damage, but it wasn't much less. So like if you don't have access to the monster set, is a workaround. Oh, yeah, the heal literally just at the right moment. That's where I might have a little bit more stam, might be more useful. Because that Tarnish hit me for 5.5k. Oh, that's so annoying. I was hoping I could respawn back there. You're on the Sorc regen button. Yeah, the Sorc regen button's great. The Swift is better with like the monomyth. If you have this, you're better running 3 Swift because this is more damage and it's more consistent speed in combat. Because Wild Hunt is 15%. This is obviously, it'll be 21% if you have it all like gold, which is obviously better. Or you could literally go Swift 2 and then Imp 1. What you can do, Odin, if you want to transmute something, is make a second character, like an alt, and just research it there. It's like 2 hours. You can, because you can transmute based on the research you know. That's what I've done before when I like transferred to PCNA a while back. Oh, almost had him. He had a lot of cross healing there though, didn't he? Did you see his health bar like go straight back up after I hit him? Couldn't get the heavy attack on him. Dead. Like, that was a really clean kill against that red dude, wasn't it? Really clean. Oh, he's tanky. He's a Tyricon. Can I go, why the hell is he so tanky? If they've got little green orbs around them, it's esoteric, which is very, very good. Yeah. It's really like hard to target one person when there's like so many people here. You've got ball grip and ball grip. This is where I want to like try my range bomb build. So much healing there. I love Cloak. Cloak's so good. Let's pop right around and see if we can get some cheeky kills again. I hate when you get locked in the animation. Ah, got him. Was that 33k health? I think he had, and he's buffed. How much health do you have? If you guys know how much health he had, can you put in chat? I'm curious to know what the burst was on that one. Yeah, I love the damage on this thing. Look at that, it's too much he rolled. There. He rolled so much, didn't he? I wonder what the burst was on that dude there. So, if you have an alt character, Odin, the research is based on the character's knowledge, but the ability to transmute goes on whatever that character knows. So you can make a second character or use an alt, research Swift on that second character, and then transmute any item you need. The research of a new item is like 2 hours. So if you really need that Swift quickly, you could research the Swift on an alt, transmute it, and you're done. And it's a lot faster than having to wait ages. And also, if you have like, say it's a mythic item, yeah, you can reconstruct it. So like, you could obviously reconstruct this as Swift if that character knew Swift. Because I think it's Triune. I think it's the base trait. But let's go to Lumber. So this has been quite fun in Cyrodiil. I like this in Cyrodiil. It's quite fun. But hopefully you guys can see like the build does work. Because people always ask, like, does it work in Cyrodiil? The reason I don't show much Cyrodiil is because of this. You literally spend ages riding on a horse. And I've been happy with this. I think this has done exactly what I wanted it to do tonight. I'll queue for 1 BGs. Odin says solo Cyrodiil is more fun than in ball groups. Oh yeah, completely. I like duo. I think duo is quite good because you can kind of work with your friend. And like if you're both on a kind of high burst mobility build, especially for cloak nowadays, that's really like rewarding because you can both like go in and out, literally just like picking people off really fast. And then when they're being pressured, you can like take, the pressure from them, be the bait, and then like swap around, and that duo is really fun. I think like ball groups are just boring because you're running around spamming heals and spamming AoEs until something dies. It's not something I enjoy personally. Yeah, that sounds pretty rough. Odin's saying some ball groups make you go practice with them. The guy's yelling left, right, dodge. That literally sounds like a cheat code in Grand Theft Auto. Back as a kid. It's like left, up, down, circle, X, triangle, square. Diego says, what are we cooking? We are on the Sorc sniper like bow build. It is more damage than the Nightblade version. It's more mobile. It's got access to streak. It has more burst. It's just a better version. And it's only possible because of the Sorcerer. You've got the class mastery for more damage. You've got more mobility. As I said, the passives are way better on Stormcalling than Herald of the Tome. It's just an upgrade all round. And like we've been in clips here where we've been literally in Cyrodiil killing people with like 32k health, like quite consistently. Like from full health to 0 health in like the second and a bit. Oh, freaking guards. The guards are like on steroids, aren't they, today? Their detection. Try getting the guy over there at 36k health. I got a bit greedy there going for that dude. But even on that dude, I'll show you what we did to him. So that's a person there. 6k, 11,000, 16,000, 17,000, 20,000, 21,000, 23,000. Obviously with all the little bits, about 24, 25k damage in a second. Which is like obscene. They're practicing reticles. Try and get on my mount. The lumber's under attack. Whoa! God, I wish my mount was that quick all the time. I don't. So I held the heavy attack. It didn't even freaking fire. That was a big spec bow. Was that 15k? Yeah, 16k. I've got a ready check. I think it's our Battlegrounds is ready. Yeah, we'll take that. I'll do this BG and I'll switch over because I want to show something else I've been working on too. Yeah, we killed that guy earlier a few times. That chokey. That was like really nice sort of clips where he had like 32k health and just a pop. That was quite satisfying earlier. The chat says maybe add a bit more stam. It's kind of like in the middle. I think we could probably use triglyphs maybe. Drop a little bit of stam. Get a bit of max health. Isn't going to hurt either. Yes, we lose a bit of mag, but I don't think I'll make that much of damage. If that makes sense. I don't think we'll lose too much. We will still need to level up like the bow and stuff like that. Should be leveled here. We're missing that, so that's damage loss. We're missing this for movement speed. We've got one of these, but we should have both ideally. We should have our like armor passes. We don't have those. We're missing some of that. We're missing a few of these. We're missing some of these. We're missing loads of those. We're missing some of that. We're missing like these. But like the build's mostly there, and it still hits really hard, like, even with those things missing. I'll put a quick poll up because it is late, so I'll probably do this BG and maybe one more, depending on the time. But I have also been working on a Magical Warden. The Magical Warden is a PvP build, so it's aimed to have like everything you need for PvP, movement speed, like burst, etc, etc. But what I've tried to do is to lean into the old style of Warden. So if you're someone who's played the game for a bit, you might have remember Warden used to use annulment and it used to use harness magicka. And what would happen is you'd basically put on your shield, which would take all the damage, and your heal over time, like Living Trellis, for example, would be your healing. Because the shield was the burst heal, the Living Trellis would heal you underneath the shield when you take damage. So the shield gets hit, it damages the shield, but you do get the heal. And the idea is I was trying to recreate that kind of playstyle because I really enjoyed that. Oh, there's a red one. We've not had a red one yet. Let's grab this quickly. Oh, this is going to be glorious. And let's see how obscene our damage is with this. 18k. Dead. Yeah, the overload with this is really nice. Oh, I went to go for the thing. He got me with a good Killer's Blade and surprise attack. When there's like so many people together, it's really hard to focus the one target you want your skills to hit. We're ready to go. Do. That. Go for the cheeky kill. Love it, love it, love it. Look at the burst. Damage is awesome on this. I do think this will get nerfed. Don't know what happened there. My like heavy attack went really weird, didn't it? Oh, that poor person. He stole my kill. He stole my kill. Did you see it? The defensive rune is so good. What will be nerfed? I think the interaction with Crystal Weapon and Canton as a melee skill, I don't think that's intended. But that there, for example. I don't think there's an issue with the fact that Crystal Weapon stuns. It shouldn't have. That's clearly a bug. I'm at a stab. I went too aggressive on the stab. We've had 14 kills, I'll tell you that. That's good. A little damagey sigil around. But, you know, I've reported that bug, by the way, for like 2.5 years. They've not fixed it, so maybe it's intended. We got the ball, so that's good. That's 15k that was. The defensive rune literally saves your bacon so much, doesn't it? You can have that back. There you go. Have that. 15k like that. We need to get some sustain back. We're a bit low, as you can probably tell. Sorry, it's still that kill. So with Darlock, we get pretty good sustain. Or speed. Damage. Speed and damage. Oh. Okay, so what damage? Let's see what... Is that just a big weapon damage buff? No, it's not. Okay, that's apparently a thing. That's that's ridiculous. I don't know if anybody else has had that before. Full damage OP. It wasn't even full damage. It thought I was in their spawn. A 23 to 3. That's pretty good. He moves so fast. You touch the spawn. Yeah, literally. I hit the sigil and I got crazy speed boost. Hey, my vigor's leveled up finally. That's good. All these little things that you miss on the build. But yeah, no, that was good fun. That was. I will switch the polls, like show the Magden. So we'll switch to the Magden. Trifler said, was that the Oaken Sword build? Not yet. This is the Sorc build. I'm gonna utilize aspects of this for the Oaken Sword version. I just need to have a little think about how can I maximize the damage whilst keeping Dial Up Ray. Because I really like Dial Up Ray. I don't know if it's possible is the answer at this moment in time. But that's the Sorcerer Sniper, which isn't on the channel yet. I plan to record it hopefully tomorrow, and then I'll try and get it up in early access like sometime tomorrow, Monday at the latest. This is my Magden. But this thing I absolutely love. So I'll go to a guild house so I can show you the stats and stuff. And this is like this fills me with happiness because it plays like the old Magicka Warden. So if you've ever played Magicka Warden back in the day, where you used to have massive, massive, massive shield and then Living Trellis would just do its work. That's how this feels. So we're using Death Dealer's Feet on this. So I'll let that just charge up whilst we're here. But I do have plans for that Oaken Sword build, as I say. Just waiting for Death Dealers. It takes ages to charge, that does. So we're about halfway before it's charged. Once it's charged, I'll show you like what everything looks like, because it gives you an idea of where it compares to some of the other Wardens that you might see out there. And this is a Magicka build. You can use a Ice Spammable if you want. You don't have to. You can use Cliff Racer. That's also pretty decent. I find the Vampire Spammable slightly better in all honesty. Like that's 12k already. That's not even... So, buffing up-wise, you literally just do that and you're buffed. You've got Major and Minor Resolve on all times, so that's your armor always active. We can put Reinforce to get this a bit higher, to about 30k. Our sustains when we're in combat, let me just reset that one quickly. So when we're in combat, our sustains are pretty good. I had to do it that way. we have 2,500 mag recovery at all times without a potion. That bar's there with the potion, 3,000 recovery, which is obscene. So loads of recovery. We have 52k magicka, which is like really, really high. And what that means is our damage is high as a result. So that's 12k. This is 18,000. This is 25,000. That's 21,000. Cheers for the king. So this is like something I've been working on as a, can we make Magical Warden decent? Haunting Curse takes its damage from the front bar, because so this is actually 15k, so you got this with this, landing with this, landing with this. It is a lot of damage at once. It is stupidly good. And then in combat, the shield is about 15,000. You basically have like a massive shield. And then Living Trellis will proc underneath you. So as you're taking damage, this will proc and heal you. And then we have a burst heal should we need it. And we also have a class mastery, so we've got stun. So this is like, if you imagine Arctic Blast, where you would get hit and then you would spam this. Like you push your Arctic Blast and people get stunned. That's what this does. So, and then like these sync up really nicely, these do. Here's a bang, like that. So that just lands as a combo really, really easily together. So I'll take this on the Battleground. In all honesty, it probably has a bit more sustain than it needs. But, you know, you can never have enough sustain really, can you? You can change this to be Love if you want more pen, or Mage for more magicka to get like even bigger shields. I don't think it's needed personally. I prefer the sustain. So when you're constantly doing this to somebody, yeah, with these delayed skills going off, yeah, and you can just like keep rotating stuff around. It's just constant like big hits, big hits, big hits. And then if you like land one of those with a Dawnbreaker or both with a Dawnbreaker, it's like a one-hit kill. It's really, really nasty. So this is I've been working on. It is a vampire, by the way, for people curious. So we're vampire stage 3. That's for undeath. For the king says, I hope I don't run into you in Battleground. I think like with subclassing, it gives you so many more options. Like this playstyle was not possible before. And like the very astute of you have probably been able to work out the sets quite already. So I'll show you the sets in this because I think it's good for you guys to obviously see what we're doing. But essentially we are rocking Necropotence. So instead of Crafty Alfiq like you do on a Sorc, we use Necropotence because we have Betty Netch. Betty Netch is always active. This is a better Crafty Alfiq. So it's more magicka, which is awesome. The Animal Companion skill line themselves gives you a bucket load of sustain, like 20% sustain. It's insane. This is awesome. You get loads of crit damage, which is great. You also get some healing as you just use skills. You get a huge burst skill and pen, which is awesome. And so this becomes basically like a damage and shield set. And then to obviously push it higher, because we utilize the Sorcerer summoning skill line, we get access to bound Aegis. So we get the 8% max magicka, plus we get the expert summoner, and increases your max health if you have a permanent pet active. So this works out even better. So then you end up getting to the point where this becomes a big like shield. This is your burst skill. This is a way to boost it further. And then you have a green balance to keep that healing. You can use Lotus Blossom instead of the Scribe skill if you don't have Scribing. So that is an option. But everything else is that base game. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get into a Battleground at this time of night. I'll try all of them. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, that was easy. Yeah, this will probably be the last one. So I don't know if this is a group one or not. I assume in group because we didn't get into the previous one, which means there'll be some people that'll be working together, and we're like by ourselves. So yeah, that'd be fun. What's our regens here? 2k. 2k is pretty good. And like this has been designed to basically be bulky, so you can just keep staying in the fight. Here we go for the guild. Love it. But Magical Warden, for people curious, is my favourite class. I play a lot of Nightblade, I play a lot of Sorc. Warden is what I enjoy the most. There we have loads of... Yeah, they've got healers with that group. So that is a pre-made, that's what I thought. You'll see there's a guy at the back here. There he is. 75k healing. So that's fine, we just have to be more mindful about how aggressive we push. So you can see, look, they've... Oh, I don't want the bloody ball. Don't want the ball. Who wants the ball? Don't want the ball. So what we're going to have to do is sink the Deep Fisher and the Dawnbreaker. But that's a pre-made ball group. Yeah, so I don't know if we're able to pull one by himself. I'm gonna try and kite round and see if they'll follow. Snaggle's come here. Yeah, you can't ever get any of them by themselves. They try and get Snaggle by himself. He's on my friends list, by the way. Yeah, in a ball group like that, you're not going to get any luck from there because you can literally see them down here. I get my vines up here. Because we don't have anybody healing either. They pop down here and fight one. Yay. Yeah, literally you're never getting anybody by themselves, are you? How much healing has he done? The moment the guy at the bottom. See, 500k there, 100, 200k, 200k almost. Try to get my shield on. I couldn't get my shield on. Silver's hit me really hard. Oh, I think I might put on some more pen though. Might. Let me pull one over here. There's like so much cross healing. They're all coming. They're all coming. Oh, I didn't want that. The ball was just on me. Trying to get rid of the ball. Yeah, in a pre-made group is really, really rough. This is why I don't normally queue for pre-mades, by the way. I landed it on him. There's so much healing. Yeah, there's literally so much like cross hitting. It's insane. He will still reach those heal over times from a distance. Yeah, look, there's a million healing on that person there. 600k, 100k, 200k. This is the only like depressing thing with group BGs is that it is whoever has the most heals. It would have been like no health, full health. You never get one by themselves, do you? Yeah, I will try and get one where it's not a pre-made group because it's really rough. Like, obviously I can kill a couple, but it's so hard to actually get fights. Dead. So much healing, so much healing. Literally. Let's try and reposition. Literally, you never get anybody by themselves, do you? Let's see if we can get that dude there. Will he come around this way? I don't think he will. So much healing. So much healing in that group. Yeah. 800k, 200k, 1.1 million, 1.9 million. Yeah, you can't always pick the when you go into like group matches like that. You can't pick who you go against. Like, but you can see the healing there. That was at like 5-6 million healing or something like that. It was obscene the amount of group healing they had, and especially in a match that's like that. That map's so small, so the heals just carry across the entire arena. Whilst that loads, I'm just going to be a moment. I'm going to feed my cat, okay? So 1 moment. Hello. Sorry about that. Oh, what timing? That's literally, I just got back. This would be like a better idea of like how it does. Because obviously this is just a random group. So hopefully you won't have as much. Trying to make a switch from healer to DPS. Is this for PvP for the king? Or is it like PvE you're thinking? But obviously I hope you like saw in that last match though. When we had that shield up, that shield took a big amount of damage though. They just give us 10k heals. It was in BGs, which is like insane. Literally spam that. PvP. Yeah, you'll find, in my opinion, healing is one of the, I don't want to sound harsh, but it's one of the easier things to do. Simply because heals are worth like double, they're worth 50% more than a spammable. So if you take like any burst heal in the game, for example, that's 10k, for example, and that's not even like leveled up, yeah? You compare it to like a spammable of a similar nature, so like Glyph Razor, the heals are always worth more. And so I think like the coefficient is about 50% more. So what will happen is all of your heals are more effective than people doing that damage to you, which is why you can out heal damage normally. Because you have like stronger healing power, and you add on then like the mending and so on. And then not only that, the heals also double dip. Because heals scale off damage, so if I let my Betty drop, yeah, you'll see like this is 2,500. So that's almost gone, okay? Just get away from other players so I don't get the sorcery. So you'll see like the heal, for example, is 2,300. If I looked at this, this would be 11,000. If I put on the damage buff, 12,000, 2,500. So the healing gets boosted by damage. The healing also gets boosted by major vitality, and it also gets boosted by minor, by major mending too. So you combine all of those things, you end up getting more bang for your buck per se. Can't target him for some reason. That was really weird. He's tanky. He has like no damage. He's really, really tanky. Let me just reposition, put on my heals. Yeah, I don't need to execute. That hit hard. That getting hit with the two of them at once. Where's that? Stamp Sorc. I think I will change my Munders though. Don't feel I need this much sustain. Let's move around here. I want to be the shield sigil. That might be why it's so freaking tanky. Because I hit him, was like doing no damage. There's a put on these. Oh, a mask, like, disgusting. Let me get that off me, thank you. Ah, this feels like how it used to with the old he's run off, he has. With a Warden plays really well as a support Magden in particular. That was a big group up here. So you got the Warden has so much good healing. They're gonna follow me up. No, they're not. Let's see if Jaeger's gonna come this way. We've got 2 relics. 2 chaos balls, sorry. Robert says he wants a PvP tank. I find tanking like a bit of a weird playstyle. Like for PvP, at least. Starving him. There he is. I 3 of them trying to execute me. When you got that like that much incoming damage, you need to heal. I feel like I could obviously put on assassination for more burst. Respect bows, way more reliable. But you can look at so much passive healing, that's ridiculous. The dot's got me. Star Venom. Yeah, we're gonna push up. We've had a couple kills. They've got some tanky players, which is good to kind of like. Yeah, because you can see like if you push in too much, the damage is so much higher this patch. You can't like run in aggressive like you used to be able to. We're going to run and grab that damage buff. That's where you missed the execute. I really missed the execute. Range DPS. Oh, that was a huge burst there. I got hit by like 3 things. Incap Crystal Frag Beam. It definitely feels like some skill lines are better for like PvP because of the nature of their skills, like the burst. So I saw it made at level 15, it's cracked. The range build's way easier to get kills on. I think with Warden, you have to get so many things to line up. First, the amount of heals. It was like. Yeah, see, look, I've got 3 coming up this way. There's. Got that werewolf down, but so the only thing you don't have is Herald of the Tome. There's a Sorc version, Robert, which is like way better. That's what I was messing around with earlier. I'm not really sure what my teammates have done. I've been very like by myself this match, to be fair. Let's go for the kill. Just some very tanky boys that match. Did 600k damage though. I feel like the with the Warden you spend so much time trying to land everything, which is really pretty sad. And as soon as you get like a big group, it's really hard to think all things at once. I'll try changing the Mundus and put on some more pen, because like, I don't think there's an issue if you look here. I don't think there's an issue with the damage. Like we're hitting 5k arterial burst, 5k fissure, that's 10k. You got the haunting curse, that's like 13k each time it lands. Yeah, you guys said someone marked me in the group. That would explain why. I might change the spammable though. EG's already. Let's go get some potions quickly. There they are. Health, magic, and stamina, perfect. I'll do this last one, I will. Let's grab our potions quickly. He was in the last one. He's very tanky, implicit. Very, very tanky. He's a pretty decent upgrade. I fought him before. So you can see, like, I want to tweak this a little bit. I do. Because I feel like the shield, you know, the shield does its job. Why did you be so selfish? There's a defense buff up. We're not going to kill him with defense buff on. Doing good burst there. Merciless and silver. Silver's is nasty. That hit me 7k that set. It's a nasty set. Very good set. Push around this way. He's so freaking tanky with his heals. So tanky. I got him too. Oh, that was close. That was. I need to get some healing back because I am very, very low on resources. Oh, he's gone. That Marslock is doing overtime there. Yeah, that Marslock hits so freaking hard. So we have 5 kills so far. And this is like trying to play as a traditional Warden. Oh, damage buff, I'll take that. That's always be helpful. So much healing. So much healing in there. So there's that little passive healing. It's just enough to obviously make a difference, isn't it? He's gonna die. It's a shame they don't count shielding on the heals. So I hit with an anti-heal. I don't know what. I don't think I got hit with trample. Someone had healing absorption on me. Unless you can't see trample, I thought you could. It's not a common thing you've come across. Something that stops your healing. Yeah. Silver's spec boat. I think if you tried to mount... Hey, you're Jaeger. Dead. That was a nice burst there, that was. Pop down. Oh, cinders. You can literally see I've got him quite low. And then yeah, it's just that little healer, and I hit him like 3 or 4 times, is just healing through it. That's a good little burst there. Then a Nightblade obviously helped getting some damage on him. Did 1,000,000 damage. A guy with a guard at the back. There was 1,000,000 healing. He did like so much healing. You can like tell when there's a healer in a match completely. Makes a big, big difference. But you can see like even in the harder ones, we can still kill stuff. You just always run into the issues of Warden. Like Magical Warden always has issues getting kills because it doesn't have an execute. Now I did consider like dropping summoning for the Templar's Dawn's Wrath and then using Jesus Beam, but they nerfed this so it can be dodged now, which means you don't have a good like execute there, and there's no other good executes in any other class. In all honesty, like the only kind of decent one is Nightblade Assassination. You can maybe use like Killer's Blade. And then would have access to Grim Focus, but then you're doing what every other class does, which is spec bow into like Deep Fish, or spec bow into Blast Bones, or spec bow into Haunting Curse. It feels very repetitive, so I'm trying to avoid that. But yeah, I'm going to go and call it here. It's midnight where I am. If you get any questions about any of the builds and stuff, then obviously let me know in the chat, or you can message me in Discord. And as always, I just want to say a massive thanks to the likes, the comments, and the subscribes. It really, really helps out. And if you want to support myself and so on, there's obviously details below. And just a massive thanks to Tainted, Lich, and also Treehouse for becoming members on the channel. It helps. As part of being a member, you get exclusive access to the content early. There's also exclusives depending on ranks, like specific builds and more. There's details below. But I'm going to call it here. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.